Доброго дня. До слова запрошується речник Міністерства.
Good afternoon. The floor is given to the Ministry of Defense spokesman on ATO-related issues, Colonel Andriy Lysenko. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Now the information about the events that happened in the ATO area during the last 24 hours and about training of Ukrainian armed forces. In Lugansk area, after a break, the militants used Grad systems, launching 15 shells. This fire was delivered from the side of Stakhanova. Near Novozvanivka, Ukrainian forces held positions under mortar fire and artillery fire of the enemy. Also, the militants used small arms along the front lines, Stanitsa Luganska, Zhovta, Krymska, and Popasnyansky region. On the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Lugansk area, there were 12 shellings, including 3 with the use of heavy weapons. The Donetsk area, the enemy violated ceasefire in Lugansk, Verkhnyataretsk, and Avdiivka. The lion's share of the shellings was with the use of heavy weapons, mortars. Density of fire was high. The enemy launched more than 150 mortar mines. On the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Donetsk area, there were 9 enemy shellings, including 7 with the use of heavy weapons. The Mariupol area, the situation remains the same as previously. Active military actions continue in the part of the front line, Krasnogorivka, Marinka, Pavlopil, Shirokine. The occupants actively use heavy weapons. These are mortars and howitzers. And part of Krasnogorivka is left without electricity. The facility, a closed transformer substation, is damaged, and other parts it was calm. On the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Mariupol area, there were 18 shellings delivered by the enemy, including 6 with the use of heavy weapons. And yesterday in the region of ATO, a flight of enemy air drone was recorded. On the whole, during the last 24 hours, in the result of the military actions, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed, but 3 were wounded in the course of shellings. The vigilance of Ukrainian servicemen of the National Guard of Ukraine prevented the threat to civilian in a frontline area. In Yasenovat region, in the course of engineering works, Ukrainian servicemen found 2 mines of 82 mm of caliber with mechanical detonator, explosive device on a wire trap with radio detonator, and 30 mm artillery shell. In Chernigivshina, SBU prevented transportation of book complex components to Russia. A passenger of train from Kiev to St. Petersburg planned to sell these important components to Russia. And training borderline 2016 continues. In Kherson, servicemen of land troops of Ukraine were trained to reveal and destroy subversive groups from the sky. The role of the enemy was played by reconnaissance officers reinforced by snipers. In Chernigivshina, in the framework of the same training, servicemen were trained to storm platoon positions of the enemy, and according to the scenario, the group attacked the imaginary enemy position, targeted goals, and got hold of the positions, successfully completed the task. In Kharkiv, 5-day training were completed of the servicemen of air defense and aircraft defense of National Guard. The soldiers demonstrated their skills in holding positions, delivering fire in different conditions of the military actions, and also they were marching, and also the commanders showed their skills in managing the troops. So in Mykolaiv Oblast, they had trainings of anti-terror group headed by SBU. The participants were rehearsing counteraction of subversive groups that potentially can carry out terror attacks in the course of training. And also they prevented the terror attacks of imaginary landing troops of the enemy on the infrastructure of Achakov. And the Mayorsk checkpoint started its work. It was transferred from Zaitseva, and it is placed near the front line of confrontation, and it allowed to bring out of the gray zone 9 settlements, and this will simplify the life of people who were forced to be checked while traveling to Bakhmut. Thank you very much. Do you have questions? Good afternoon. Stanislav Fenchenko, 1+1. First question, where and how our servicemen were wounded? 2 were wounded in the course of shelling in Stanitsa Luganska and 1 in Avdiivka, also in the course of shelling. Is this artillery shelling? It is not mentioned. They are combined, both light weapons, small weapons, and artillery. A technical question. You were called the spokesman of Ministry of Defense, but previously you were the speaker of presidential administration. Yes, life moves forward. So, thank you very much.